Hi guys, Steve the Transit Camper. We have arrived and we're outside the emergency centre at the hospital for the night. Set myself up a time lapse. All that remains to do is get in the back. And we'll have a nice night watching the ambulances and the emergency services. Superb. So this is the location. All we need to do is get in the back and we can watch the emergency centre overnight while we cook ourselves some nice food. Superb. Double lock. Let's get inside, there's no one around. In we go. And we are in. Right, I think first things first, let's get a little bit of heating on. So that's on, and I've even taken the time to set the time for a change. Second job, let's get the cameras on in case anything happens. So it is going to be a little bit noisy because I've got to have the heating on, guys. This is a Stealth Camping Alliance challenge. The energy I've used to just do that, I've got a terrible sore throat. I think I've got a chest infection. I came back from camping with Mrs. Baby, 3 days in the middle of Wales, and I've paid the price. I do feel pretty lousy. That's why I've come to this place. It's local to me. It's just up the road. I'm very familiar with it, as you may know. And we're just going to see if we see a few ambulances or a bit of action going on tonight at the hospital. So all parked up, got my cameras on. If anything happens, we'll be able to refer back to that and have a bit of a laugh. So it's the Stealth Camping Alliance challenge. It's for October, and it was introduced by Dan from Hammock Mountain. Let's have a listen to Dan.
I'm here to make an announcement. Pay attention. I've been chosen to announce the challenge for October. Okay, we're Stealth Camping Alliance, so you know it has to be a stealth camp. It's going to require a costume of some sort. And also must involve, we call them candy, and have fun with it.
Cameras are on, but they will take a bit of warming up. But they have got heat things in the cameras which demist them automatically, so we'll have a look at them later. So, ladies and gentlemen, I do intend getting into the spirit of the game, so I will be putting on some fancy dress at some point. But let's just go through the shopping. Got some whiskey. And I've got a glass. So I think I'll make full use of that. And have myself just one finger of whiskey, I would call that. Just to get into the spirit of things. What else have I got in my shopping bag, you may wonder? I've got a fresh bloomer, a white fresh bloomer. I've got some mushrooms. We've also got some mayo. Bit of butter. Some cheese. Why cheese, Gromit? Some finely chopped, it's not rump steak, finely chopped fillet steak. Some mustard. Got an onion. some silver foil because I'm going to do a squib special. Painkillers because I've got a sore throat. I sound deep like Steve Wallace. And in the spirit of the game, Dan did say that we had to have some candy. Well, there's a bit of a mismatch there between what Canadians and Americans call candy and what we call candy here in the UK. So candy to us would be sweets. I don't eat sweets. So I've bought a little selection. I bought a little mini Mars bar, a little fudge bar, and a little galaxy bar. So that's my candy. Right, let's get down to it. So I'm going to set up the table to assist me. This is the best invention ever. This was baby's invention. Look at that. Perfect little level table. And the more astute of you will have noticed that this table's absolutely filthy because we haven't had a chance to clean the van since we come back from our little 3-day event, which was absolutely brilliant, our little breakaway. I'll put a few shorts up so you can see where we were, but we went to an amazing place and we had a great time. That's it. I won't get told off by baby now if she sees this video. That girl loves her hygiene. Big Jace as well, talking to girls. He likes his hygiene. There's a few people about in the car park. I've set my bin bag up. Right. Are we cooking yet or not? Can't decide. So the last time I did this camp at the hospital, got 1 or 2 ambulances and it was quite exciting. So far I've been here just under an hour, nothing. And looking outside the emergency place, let me show you. There's not a lot going on, so that's a good thing in a way. I don't want ambulances turning up, really, do I? I mean, somebody's having a bad day. We don't want that. Right, let's have another few sips of the old whiskey and then decide what we're doing. It is nice and warm in here now the heat's kicked in. Mrs. Baby got me 1 or 2 items for this stealth camp. She dropped them off for me at home and said, just take the big bag. So I'm not sure I've done everything right tonight. Anyway, let's crack on. Okay, folks, as Squib would say, let's get cooking. Let's see what we've got in store. I'm excited. Even though I'm ill, I'm still hungry. Let's crack on. I, for one, cannot wait to see all of the costumes that come out tonight or over the weekend for the Stealth Camping Alliance Challenge. I'm looking forward to seeing Boons. I'm looking forward to seeing Yos. I'm looking forward to seeing Hammock Mountains. It's just going to be absolutely amazing. Now, have I mentioned, can't remember what I mentioned in this video, that I am a 3 times winner, 3 times champion. Don't want to let it go to my head, but all you losers out there that haven't won it yet, unlucky. And I am actually trying to get somebody else involved in the Stealth Camping Alliance at the moment. Guy called JP Living the Dream. Hopefully he sees one of my videos, it's not out yet, where I challenge him to take part in one. So he's going to be a van camper, but you can do a stealth van camp, I'm sure. So yeah, so 3 times champion. You know, don't want to go on about it, but it is 3. 1, 2, 3. That's 3 times I've won it. Nobody else has done that. I think Boon's closest to me. You got 2, have you, Boon? But that's not 3, is it? Because I got 3, haven't I? Yeah. But like I say, I've not mentioned it to Mrs. Baby. Well, not today anyway. I haven't mentioned it today. Or did I? Yeah, I think I did mention it today just before she left to go and get her nails done. I did mention. And I told her to mention it to the salon girl who's doing the nails, that her husband, you know, is 3 times Stealth Camping Alliance champion. But other than that, I don't mention it. I keep it quiet. I am going to get some t-shirts. I'm thinking of getting some t-shirts printed and maybe some stickers, and perhaps do a mural up the side of the van. I haven't given it a lot of thought yet, but we'll see. But I am 3 times winner, and I thank you for that. I thank all my subs for really digging in, and when I made the appeal, they all dug in, and thank you very much. There was something like 350 odd votes on the last one, which is absolutely excellent. We normally get about 200, but I could see that we were putting a big campaign out that we wanted more and more people, so I shared it on Facebook, talked about it at work, told everyone, got my mates involved. So naturally they probably voted for me, to be honest, but that's the way it goes. But we did get that vote count up higher, and that's what it's all about. It's about raising their profile. As far as I'm concerned, we're all winners in the Stealth Camping Alliance. All of us. Right, so when I was considering what to cook, I was going to do burgers again. Mentioned it to Mrs. Baby. She said, oh my God, you always do burgers. Do something interesting, something a bit different. So I was like, okay, what do you suggest? So you said hot dogs. I said, I don't really like hot dogs, boring. So that's why I went for this. Well, we both decided, we went to the supermarket today and we decided that I'd get some minute steak. They had no minute steak, so we had to buy fillet steak, and we've chopped it up fine. So that's what I'm going to cook tonight, and hopefully I don't wreck it. Let's chop some onions. Hot dogs. Who likes hot dogs? Ambulance. Let me show you. Yes, we got our first ambulance on film. Onions are done. That's how I like them. And then I pop them all through. That is the way to have your onions. I love them. Or there, do we call these shallots? I think we call these shallots in the UK. Correct me in the comments. Mrs. Baby's not here in the background going, they call shallots, baby. Oh, one overboard. That won't matter. A lot of people have a 2-second rule if they drop food on the floor. I've got a 2 to sort of 3 minute rule on that. Perfect. So we've got the gas lit. Let's crack on, get this steak cooked. So that's the mushrooms and the onions going on. So there we go. I've got my bread buttered. So I'm just going to cheese these up now. Can't get enough of this fake cheese, love it. Boom. All sorted. Onions and mushrooms are frying off nicely. I always like my mushrooms slightly burnt because I think it gives them a better flavour. What do you guys think? So as you know, guys and girls, I do like a bit of mustard. So I'm going to put a bit of mustard on the one. But I do get a bit of a dicky tummy. And I can't risk that in the van, as you can imagine. So I'm just going to mustard up the one. But sensible. And I'm going to put mayo on the other one. Bit of cheeky mayo for the other one. I'll show you in a minute properly. Oh yeah. There we have it, superb. I would say they're about done. Right. Let's get a bit of this. I'm hungry already. I'm snotty. I think I will sleep tonight though. That's the good thing. I'm on my own as well. I've got no cat the dog. Because the boy's at home and he promised him to have cat the dog tonight, so so unfortunately she didn't get to come with me. I'll save her some steak though. Right, that's part one done. Let's get the steak on. And there we have it. So that's the steak going on. That's only going to need about 30 seconds each side. Yeah, pussy, pussy, pussy. Come on. Just looking at these cameras, not a lot going on really. Let me show you the car park. One or two people walking about there, but pretty quiet outside the emergency centre tonight. So that's good. That's why we want it really. So there's the steak, a lot more than I thought actually, and I've saved some for tomorrow to take home with me. So let's get the tops on and let's get them back in the pan. So that's them all wrapped up. It's boiling hot in this van tonight. I'm absolutely baking. That's them all wrapped up and we'll let them cook off. Probably going to go for about 3-4 minutes each side. I've had a good tidy up, so I don't want to be in a mess. Oh, I just need to throw that away. Only that washing up at the moment. I'll sort that out tomorrow. So don't forget why we're here. It's because Dan from Dan from Hammock Mountain has laid us down a challenge. It's called the Costume Challenge. You can wear whatever costumes you want. It must be a stealth camp, which this is. And you've also got to take some candy, which I've got, or what I would call candy. So it's all good. And I'm looking forward to these steaks. I really am. And then I'm going to have some more paracetamol and ibuprofen because my throat's sore. Stealth camping lions. I've just kind of realised that's a lot of food, isn't it? I think I might only manage half of each sandwich, but we'll see. I might save some for breakfast. I'll get through it. You've just got to roar me along. Not a lot going on at all. Well, we're about ready, guys and girls. I reckon these are done, and we're looking forward to eating. Let's do it. I know this is what you've all been waiting for, and there are big cheers in the comments as we speak. Let's eat. Absolutely red hot. Got to get them out of the pan. Here's the big reveal. Fat Batman needs food. 2 big sandwiches. So this is the one with the mustard. Whoop, whoop. This is the one with the mayo. Struggled to cut that one. All the silver foil came off. I'll sort that out. Let's eat. Okay, let's try the mustard one first. Hang on. That's better. Here we go. Oh my God. That absolutely melts in your mouth. I'm starting to feel better already now. I've got some energy back. That is delicious. Let's crack on and eat this. On the second slice of the mustard one already. Loving it. I think the mayo one may disappoint after this, to be honest. It just needs that bit of mustard in it. It's good though. So trying the mayo one, definitely not as good. But I'm going to eat it anyway. I'm going to get this eaten and I'll see you in a minute. 9:15 already. Time flies when you're having fun. I'm going to have another, maybe 1 or 2 of these. Have a watch on the camera, see what's going on. And show you if there's anything exciting. I have it. All of those sandwiches, let me show you. Winner chicken dinner. Oh, that reminds me. That reminded me, forgot about the candy. Very nice too. Like I say, I don't eat sweets, so it's very difficult. But I do like a bit of chocolate, as you all know, and ice cream. Oh, I love ice cream. Superb. Well, time's pushing on. I've watched a couple of YouTube videos. Fantastic. Really enjoyed him. Who did I watch? I watched Gravely Man. Love him. He repairs old Gravely lawnmowers from way back in the 1950s. Absolutely love it. He's got a mower that his dad had from many years ago. Gravely Man 56, I think his name is. But yeah, I'll put a little link here for him actually, because he's such a lovely guy. Good to see your eyes are getting sorted, mate. And who else did I watch? Oh, Butler's Empire. Watched a bit of him. Martin, you're crazy, man. Crazy. And who else? There was one more I watched. Can't think now, but you just keep watching them, don't you? I like to keep up with all my subscribers and all the people that I subscribe to. Very, very important. Time to get the bed ready. I'm going to get into bed and try and get a good night's sleep in. So I need to convert this into a bed. Ta-da! It really isn't as good without Cat the dog, I've got to be honest. I'm on my own. It's pretty quiet. There's nothing going on. I've had 1 ambulance tonight and you've seen that. Nothing else so far. A couple of people just walking past the camera now. Probably just going to work. Let me show you. Boring. And of course, I am missing Mrs. Baby a lot. Just in case she's watching. Okay, guys and girls, I'm going to get my head down. I'm absolutely shattered. This girl needs to sleep. I'm going to catch you in the morning. Hopefully I sleep. I'm on my own. If anything happens in the night on the cameras, I will play it. Otherwise, I'm going to leave you with a time lapse. See you in the morning, people. Good morning. How would you like to wake up to this? Did I sleep? Not really. On and off. I don't remember 3 o'clock coming, but I reckon I slept from probably 4 o'clock till whatever time it is now, which is 6:15. Is that? I think my lipstick may have spilled there. I can't imagine that if a copper knocked on my van door now and said, "What are you doing here, mate?" that I would have any excuse that would get me out of trouble. Do you ever look at yourself and think, what am I doing? All in the name of the Stealth Camping Alliance. I need to get up, get cleaned up, and get the hell out of here. So that's it from me, guys. All packed up, all squared away, ready to get out of here. Cleaned up beautifully, didn't I? You'll be watching Steve the Transit Camper on the costume challenge for the Stealth Camping Alliance. My throat feels good this morning. It really does. You take care. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. See you next time.